It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll get a look at this team's creative quarterback. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. Buckle up. There's football coming your way, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end. And then
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, a second-round pick back in April's draft.
if his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, it's going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he will score! Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And his guys will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Mike, when we have a chance to talk to this quarterback's teammates, the word they always use is perfectionist, and it's pretty easy to see why. When we had a chance to sit down with him the other day, one thing was very clear. He was not happy about having that blemish on the stat line, the interception. Now, it didn't change the outcome of the game, but it certainly prevented him from being able to really appreciate what he accomplished in last week's win. If that meeting is any indication of what we should expect, I think it's pretty safe to assume he's placing a big emphasis on protecting the ball over these next 4 quarters.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's enough for a first down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Now this time they'll look to throw. Now he'll run. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Handoff here, up the middle. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Good drive to this point. Now can he convert on 3rd and 3? Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the visitors are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
First and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8.
At the 34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Now, faking the give. He's got his man, right side. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Now a give on the ground. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I continue in just a moment. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quickly to the outside and complete. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to the air one more time. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. They'll put him down right at the 20, but they'll also move the sticks. That is a 1st down picked up. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll throw out of the gun. This is caught at the 2. And he's going to be taken down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the...
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. They'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. Still going. And he's going to take this one all the way. 78 yards for the touchdown. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
The extra point is up and through. And the visitors go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. This fielded at about the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll stick with him again. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He'll be near a 1st down, but he's going to come up about a yard short.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Right back to him on 1st down. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
To the ground, a 1st down run. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Quick throw, taken in. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd. A dive, and he's in! So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4 down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down, taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Visitors 20. Our home team.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Going to return this from the 10. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing now from the gun. That one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this out to his running back. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's going to be intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And his guys are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. And the defense there to meet them. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That's into traffic, but taken in.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Quick throw here is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. This team's offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's a gain of 18 yards.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. It's a first down and a gain of 13.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on third down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll stay on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he will score.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and through. And the visitors will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Really nice call there on 3rd and inches. You have the defense thinking run, and then you hit them with the short pass. And the yardage you get after that is just gravy. They turn this into a nice play, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now faking the give. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now, 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. So it's a win for our visitors. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.